guys.
Welcome to the Exsqueeze Me podcast.
And I'm Bimbo.
And I'm Sulola. Anyways, thank you guys once again for listening. We appreciate all the love and all the support. Thank you.
Mwah.
Keep it coming. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Yes. What else?
That's
our
it.
topic for today.
Our topic for this is just right on to our topic for today.
Mm-hmm.
Today we are going to be talking about sticky situations.
In the workplace.
But to be, yes. I was going to make it sound more like, you are just there.
I'm so sorry.
I was going to say sticky situations.
You should have given me the sign, signal here.
But in my mind I was like, comma, in the workplace.
Okay. Come on,
It's the same thing. Yes, dot. Anyway, guys,
point is,
let's get right into it.
Yes.
There are some certain situations, yes. That
so it
happen
doesn't
at work.
necessarily, when we say workplace, it doesn't always have to just be office. Even if you're a freelancer or something, just basically dealing with somebody else for the sake of your job. I think we should make that clear that.
Yes.
Or whatever
Not
it is, it
necessarily
doesn't necessarily have to
office,
be an
doesn't have to
office.
be, yes.
9 to 5.
Yeah, once you work with someone, if you have a boss.
A boss
Yes.
that you report to
That you
or
report
something.
to.
Yes.
Yeah. There are many situations that I have even personally faced, even at my place of work.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've always, because I had I have elder sisters, so I've kind of learned from their own experiences before I got into working environment.
Yes.
So I sort of knew how to deal with these things. There were some situations that came up. For instance, where I work, there's no secretary. There is, but you don't necessarily, you're not assigned to a secretary as a boss. There's these different stages of hierarchy. So just the head gets a secretary. The ones at the top get a secretary. The one right after gets a secretary. But the deputies, the assistants, they don't get secretaries or anything.
Should they get secretaries?
In normal places, in private establishments, they're all supposed to have secretaries. Yeah, they're supposed to have secretaries because you're going to need somebody that will attend to your day-to-day.
I think it depends on your industry, not my industry.
Yours too. Because mine is public. I'm a public servant, so we don't have secretaries that attend to everybody or whatever. We barely even have errand people or whatever. There's no such thing. There's no messenger.
Okay, I think that there should usually be an administrative person or an office assistant.
I feel like we are supposed to, but somehow we don't have them.
Okay.
So sometimes you're in situations where your boss goes, "Oh, go and make me a cup of tea."
Yeah.
And go and make me this and that, and it's not really part of your job. Sometimes you're busy and you're like,
yeah, when your boss makes you into an assistant,
you call me to come and make tea or something. I'm not saying it's bad, because sometimes if you're not busy or you're about to have a cup of tea yourself or it's fine. But I feel like when you're supposed to be doing office hours, you're supposed to be doing office work, and then you start getting called to come and make tea or come and go and buy something.
I think interns are usually the ones that suffer those the most.
Yes. No, you'd be surprised. Even where I work,
full staff.
Even where I work, full staff, yeah, we go through these things. And I think the first time it happened to me, I have a very understanding boss. She's not one of those, "Oh, I'm the boss, so you do whatever I say." She's not one of those. Even if she's going to ask me to make a cup of tea for her, she says it really nicely, and it's not all the time, because if she can get her hands on an office assistant, she won't ask me to do it. It's when she can get her hands on anybody and she needs a cup of tea. But sometimes it's already 11, and then she goes, "Oh, I have not had my tea." And I'm like, "Oh, do you want me to bring water for you?" Yes. And then she goes, "Oh, thank you, that's nice."
Basically,
and I will do. So it's not like she goes, "Please make me a cup of tea,"
so
or something.
your boss is not
She's
taking
not
advantage of
she's not
you,
taking advantage
or
of
just
you. If you happen to be
lording over you.
Yes. But if you happen to be in a situation where it's not your job, and then your boss just goes, "You make me a cup of tea," and he does it all the time, and she does it all the time, and they say it like it's part of your job, like they expect it of you, even though it's not part of your job.
I think the first thing we should say is that job descriptions actually hardly ever apply. You'll be very surprised. You get a job description before you get a job. Then you have the job, and then your job description goes right out the window.
Yes.
You're doing your job, you're doing your boss's job, you're doing the other person's job that is slacking on the work, and you're also satisfying your boss. To keep your boss up. I don't mean
that's sticky situation number 2, by the way.
Yeah, in terms of errands. Yeah.
If you're doing your job, other people's job.
Yeah.
Or some other your boss's job, and everybody, but there are ways of getting out of these situations, which is why we are here. So I think for the first one, if your boss is the kind that sends you on errands that are not part of it, oh, go and pick up my laundry.
Go pick up my laundry.
Or go and pick up my car from the mechanics. Or go and
actually know someone that bosses that
make me a cup of tea. Or come and go and buy something for me at the supermarket.
Go
like
pick
groceries.
Go pick my children.
Go and pick
from
my
school.
children from school.
Excuse me. And squeeze me.
You're gonna have to talk to your boss.
Yeah.
Maybe I feel like a good way of handling that is to be like, oh, I don't feel like I'm being challenged enough at work. I don't think I have enough to do. Your boss will get it that it's because I have all this time on my hands. It's why you have time to send me a message. You'll be like, I don't think I have enough to do. I think I need more responsibilities when it comes to work. I don't have enough things to work. I don't feel like I'm learning enough, and I don't think like I'm getting better.
Challenged enough. Yeah, getting more. Yes.
Your boss will get to that. What you're trying to tell the person is that I think I have too much time on my hands, but you have the time to send me on
this
errands.
Actually, you know what? I really like my boss, like my MD at my place of work, because when I first started working there as an intern and everything, you always used to ask, are you getting challenged enough? Are we using you well enough? Are we exploring all your capabilities? Is there something else you want to be doing? Like, you always used to check, and it wasn't just me, it was on everyone else.
That's good.
Like interns, like you used to always check to make sure that you're not just idle or feeling as if you're
not useful.
Yeah, as if you're undervalued at the place. So I think that you have to have a conversation. Communication can be hard, because I think people in a kind of sticky work situation like this, they usually always, there's a kind of power that like also makes it harder, that makes you hard to speak up.
And you think, oh, especially in this society that we're in, where there is no work. I say this thing because people that get work, you know now, you know how they go around it. But for like normal average people that are struggling every day, there's no work, so you're afraid to rock the boat when you finally get a job. We get that, out. But sometimes situations get to, and you have to nip it in the bud and be like, oh, I don't think I'm doing enough at work. I think I need more responsibilities.
I think what you even said is correct. You have to nip it in the bud. So the thing is, don't let it. If somebody tells you go, if somebody tells you go do this or do something that you're uncomfortable with, or just doesn't seem like how you want to work in a work environment, don't just be like, next time I won't do it. No, nip it right in the bud. So make sure it doesn't happen, because once you've let it happen once, it will happen again.
But how do you now say no when they tell you to come to it?
So the thing is that I think in that kind of situation where it happens, it's usually a struggle in terms of, okay, look at this thing that you told me, that when your boss, was it you or somebody else that told me that when your boss tells you go buy food, then she took the money and then she walked, and then she walked. She went for an hour. She went for an hour, and then when she came out, she was like, oh, I was so swamped. I had to do this. I couldn't get time. When the boss stopped, she didn't send out that errand again. So it's something like you might not be able to directly see it, because it make it hard. And if your boss is older than you, in this kind of culture, in this kind of culture, not only even
device means to tire the
not only even
just
what's it called, power exchange, but also people use age as a factor. And it's like, I'm older than you, even if not as your boss, as an older person, I should be able to send you. Sorry, I'm not here to do errands for you. Like it happens in some kind of, like in a broadcast agency, because I know that when you're working with a producer as an intern, you will make tea for those on the show. Somewhere like Your View, that kind of
there's
show.
Some situations where it's different,
and they make tea, because they are on set and all they are doing is watching.
And really that's even kind of like part of their job prescription in those kind of situations, because it's like you are doing these things to please this person, that they can take note of you and give you better opportunities.
Also, it's just you paying your dues.
Yes, like you paying your dues.
Different.
It happens in the fashion world. For instance, Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah,
that's like part of the fashion world. Like you do all the. If you're like a new staff or like an intern, you do all the running around and all the hustling and all the struggling. You be the one to source. You can't be clothes, source the shoes, source that you will run up and down. It's part of like paying your dues kind of thing.
That you're ever to be caught on fresh. Get it?
But if you're like in an office situation or unskilled jobs like freelance or even unskilled jobs, because I used to get this. There's this time when I had unskilled. No, I said freelance or unskilled. Yeah. So if like there was the time I had this free time that I now said, okay, let me go and learn how to sew. So I went to tailoring school. Yeah. And then I went to like the local ones because that's what my mother had money and time for.
Yes, so sometimes I went to local ones. Depends on which skilled.
Yeah, and I noticed that it was like a culture for them whenever you come to learn about tailoring or whatever, or even if it's
that they just use
whatever, they will use you. You won't actually. You find that for like 6 months, you're not learning anything. You're running around. Your boss will send you to go and wash her clothes at home, pick up her kids, sweep her house.
Another
clean the
industry
house.
that happens in event planning. I think
because-
that happens in event planning too. I don't know
Oh, really?
how, but I know a couple of people that has happened to in event planning.
Anyway, I think part of the reason why we do this show is so that we can also educate people. So,
Yeah.
for instance, because I was educated, I just had a lapse in time. I was waiting to get into the uni, so that's why I went to do that. Because I was educated, the minute I went there, I was just like, hey, go and sweep. I was like, no,
Excuse me?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. I didn't come here to learn that. I'm sorry, but I can't run unless the errands you want to send me is to go and buy thread or fabric that we're going to use to sew or lining.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't go. And she never ever sent me.
You'll be surprised.
She even used to tell customer, like, there was a customer that came on and I was like, tell this your girl to go and buy me cook. And she's like, no. Don't send her. I'll find somebody else to send to go and no, don't send this one. That this one's she doesn't even want to holler. So if you can nip it in the bud, you expect to be there.
You expect to be there. I think sometimes.
But I think because it was kind of job, that's why I could just tell her outright no.
Yeah.
But if you're like in an office situation, you have to use more tact.
Well, you have to
That's when you have to think outside of the box. You can play smart, like the story she was saying that
and
time.
then if you can tell, if it's not something that you can just walk away from, because at my desk, where am I going to walk to for 1 hour? That's query waiting for me when I get back. But it can be a matter of when somebody asks you to do something, and then if it's something that you're uncomfortable with, if you have to do it that day, you can do it that day to satisfy it. But when you get back, maybe speak to HR.
Okay.
So it's like that. I'm sorry, but I'm feeling uncomfortable with the duties that so person is assigning to me.
Yes.
I would prefer to do this. It is HR's job to make sure that everything goes down seamlessly.
Definitely.
That the other person doesn't then think that, oh, I'm going to start slighting you because you reported me, and that you also feel satisfied in your job. Because what is that?
That's a good one. Yes, talk to HR. But there are other sticky situations. Like for instance, some people have bosses that yell at them in front of co-workers. That one, you got to talk to your boss. You can't HR. I think HR can come in later if you have a one-on-one conversation with the person. And be like,
first.
Please, sir or ma, what are the things I do that always make you flare up, and then I would like to correct them
because
so that I don't do it, so that these situations don't happen.
When
the person has nothing, civil to say to you, it's just like on a power trip, then HR can come in at that point. Then I think another sticky situation is also
I actually let me say
the one that you snuck in.
I wrote a blog about this actually.
Yes,
I'll put it in the link in the description.
You can read
about toxic work environment.
Yes, it's very good. So I think she outlined it better, so you'll be able to understand how to deal with it and with this kind of situations. Another sticky situation is that when you snuck in that time, like when you find yourself doing your work, your boss's work, your boss's work, that happens to me.
And then you get no credit, no acknowledgement.
Yes. There's some situations where you get no credit. You do your boss's job, your boss's job, your boss's job, the other person that works with you that is slacking's job, and then your job, and then you have to still be impressive at all of these things. Yes, there's some situations like that in this kind of situation, and there are some people and there's some situations in this kind of situations. There's some times that you get no kind of recognition for all this hard work that you are doing because your boss takes all the credit. Don't worry, there's a solution for that.
You're like, if you do, your boss doesn't necessarily always have to like write your name. If it's like a document, your boss doesn't necessarily have to say, in email, Lola worked on this. No, but if it's a matter of your boss did the job, like you did the job for the boss, or you mostly assisted, maybe you don't get any written acknowledgement, but your boss still goes to say, I really appreciate you on that job, good job on that. That's something. Or next time you ask somebody to do, Lola, you did really great on that job, I will need you to do this again for me.
This is not the situation we are talking about where
that one is different.
You need to get out of. This is different. That's good.
The one that you're just, what did you even do but carry all your work,
and then go and
submit it, and I get all the praise, and it's just like, thank you.
No worries, there's a solution to that. Next time there's a board meeting or whatever going on, find a way to chip in your little help. Just be like, maybe this discussion is happening, or maybe your boss's boss is saying how lovely to be like, thank you, sir, that I had to do this and that to get this and that. So they know that you were involved.
But don't do it in a way that seems like as if you are trying to usurp your boss, because that will just make you look like you're not trying to pay your dues.
And a jerk.
Yes. So just do it in a way of like, maybe when somebody says something, then you can raise your hand, like, just like you discuss with your inject boss's name.
Yes.
It's like what both of you discussed when you
Yes,
worked
when
on
you
the
worked
plan
on this.
together.
Oh, nice,
This, you know.
Then you find a way to.
They don't know what's going on.
But you know, I'm in this situation actually. I do
Yeah.
my job. I do
Yeah.
my boss's job. And sometimes I assist my boss's boss to
Does your boss was
in
the
our
show?
own job. Doesn't matter. We all know it's the truth. But the truth is, she gives compliments.
Yes.
She gives acknowledgement. And even better, where I work,
Mhm.
if you do a job, your name is on it every time.
Okay.
Unless it has to do with things that I assisted on. I didn't really do it. Like I just assisted her. Maybe towards the end, I just chipped in a bit, and then her name will be on it. But most of the time, if I do the job, my name is on it. So my job goes everywhere. Like my name will get to the PS. My name will get to the HOS.
So that's nice.
It's nice. You get sometimes. I feel like you get acknowledged sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what happened, but on my last birthday, the PS called me and gave me a gift. But I want to believe that's because she saw my name a lot on lots of memos.
Oh, yeah.
So when she heard that, oh, there was a Davis
working
birthday,
overtime on the overtime.
Yeah, it must have clicked like, oh wait, the Davis. I see her name a lot. And she's like, oh, let me do it because everybody was like, wait, she called you?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? She did? Then you got a gift? What? People were surprised. So I feel like in that kind of situation, yes, like in my workplace, you know, you get even your bosses.
These are cool.
They're not like trying to usurp your.
Yes.
They're even trying to help you
And lift your
better.
which is even better.
Yeah, so if you're although even in the same workplace, I know of a certain person that was taken advantage of. She was working, writing memos, writing submissions, writing minutes,
And
her
then
name-
no
her
acknowledgement.
name was not on it, and she wasn't told that her name was supposed to be on it because she just came in from like private into
That's terrible.
public sector. So she didn't know her name was supposed to be on it. She kept putting her boss's name and nobody corrected her.
A lot of these kind of things
It was
stunt your
terrible.
growth in the workplace.
And so when she found out, she just became bitter. Like, oh, I've been doing all this work for nothing. You mean I could have been putting my name on this and getting recognition for doing all this hard work? So it does happen even in my place of work. So,
Yeah.
but if that's why you have to study where you're at.
Yes.
Study your boss, study the environment, study the situation, and be like, so you be sure that you're not overreacting, because sometimes when these things happen and you want to voice and they're like, why are you overreacting?
I think
Everybody
that
does it.
people, I'm always all about
You have
like
to do your
work
research.
culture. Like before, when you want to get a job, yeah, on my own was just how much do they pay or are they accepting people, and I just take the job. But now I'm like, what's the work culture like? Who works there? Who can I talk to?
Yeah,
I want to know what the work culture is like. I don't want to just get in there and then I'm like, hey, what did I enter?
Yes, because
You know,
it's
because
really
the
frustrating.
way they treat the way they treat the staff. If you can speak to the HR.
Excuse me, guys.
Sorry, I used to work somewhere where I didn't feel like I could speak to the HR. The person didn't even feel like HR.
Yes,
That could be
there are some
spoken to.
offices like that where the
And so
HR
when I
doesn't be
when I get
like
into a
HR.
sticky situation, then who do
You're
I
on
talk
your
to?
own.
If I fly over my boss's head and go to the direct boss, then it's like as if I'm
Yeah.
flouting rules or as if I'm trying to report. A reporter. What do you say in secondary
Yes.
school? So that kind of situation, I think you should just do proper research. It's not just about how much they pay.
Yeah.
It's not just about the position. It's not just about where the location is, which is actually a
The
good
work
example.
culture is
You have to
very
know about
important.
the work culture.
It's very important.
How do they treat their staff?
Yes.
When there's a problem, how do they usually
How does
settle
HR
it?
handle
Yes.
it?
Who handles it? And what is their relationship and how do they communicate in an environment?
Yeah, very
Like my own
important.
place, there's not really hierarchy like that. There's a hierarchy, but not really.
So
They're
they're
not very
flexible.
serious. Yeah, they're very flexible about it. And so it's a matter of if you have a problem, you can talk to this person that you directly report to, and everybody is so chill. Everybody's on a first name basis.
I think that's why I like that we do
Yeah.
this podcast
Yeah, because of
together,
our
because of our different, like where I am, hierarchy is super
Well,
important. It's
important, yeah.
everything. So sometimes how to get out of situations is sticky
Harder,
indeed.
yeah.
So you have to like devise some methods. Like there's sometimes that I've seen some people that they're not my direct boss and they go, oh come on, go and meet me, and I'll be like, I'm coming, and then I never go back. And so next
It's
time
like
they don't do
secondary
it.
school. What is this? It's like when secondary
Next time they don't do it, I'll be like,
fetch
I'm
me,
coming, and then I
don't
go, and then I
bother.
never come back. And next time they don't do that because it's like, that's not my job. Are you kidding? Even worse, you're not even like my direct boss. Why
Yes.
are you sending me?
I don't owe you
How do you
nothing.
know that I don't have things I need to attend to from my direct boss?
Yes.
That you're taking me away from, like, so those
Don't do
ones.
that, yeah.
It has happened to me before in the past. It doesn't happen anymore.
I
'cause
totally forgot
I
to
guess
bring
people
up.
have learned.
I totally forgot to bring up the story that trended a couple of weeks ago. It's
Oh,
been
yes.
around now about Pastor Adeboye and the whole thing about that kind of office environment where the boss really likes his colleague
Yeah,
and
I think
he's excited to go to work on
tell the
Mondays.
story
Yeah.
of what it tweeted.
So I think everybody really heard it, but except you did. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you,
even if just so that people
Yeah.
that haven't heard it can
So,
know the background of
Pastor
what you're saying.
Adeboye tweeted that his son told him about how he was always excited to resume work on Mondays because he likes his secretary and they're excited to see her, and then you told her to fire her immediately because that kind of environment that you shouldn't put yourself in a situation that will jeopardize your marriage. Now, so I spoke to someone about this, and the person was like, that kind of situation, yeah, you can give your, it's something like if we're having a conversation, I can give you that advice, and better fire that secretary, yeah, but don't put it on Twitter.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't think so. I think either way, it's a bad advice.
It's bad.
Yeah, because in a situation where that happens, yeah, it's not, you can't only think of it from your own point of view, which we tend to do. People forget that other people are feeling.
It's like, it's basically sexual harassment.
You are like basically like her,
blaming the person for liking her. Like, she has nothing to do with your emotions and feelings. You are responsible for that. So if you're firing somebody because you like her, you're basically blaming the person for liking them. Like, how is it that person?
And it's like, if you're going about your job, if this is a lady that both of you have shown interest towards each other, and it's been clear that both of you have interest towards each other, and that kind of situation arises, it can be a matter of, oh, I need to have a conversation with you. I think this is going to affect my marriage. I don't like this. What can we do? You guys come to a kind of decision together. Maybe she's like, which by the way, this is why they say don't get into a relationship with your boss, because then she has to leave the job. If the boss is not going to leave the job. So don't get into that kind of thing. If it's a mutual thing, then you're paying because you have to leave. If you don't have to leave, you're shifted to another department that probably has nothing to do with you, then your career is affected.
Yes.
Don't do it, okay?
Don't do it.
So, but
It's
if it's a kind of thing that is one-sided, according to the story, because some people were saying that what if she's flirting with him? We don't know about that.
We don't know.
That was not the story that he shared.
From the story that we saw,
we're just dealing with the facts.
So let's deal with the situation from just him, because
just
that happens a lot. Sometimes men think a woman is interested in them, and she's really not. She's just trying to navigate as carefully as possible.
Women, you have to persuade them.
Yes.
Maybe she's saying no, but inside she means yes. No, she told you no. No means no.
No means no.
Okay.
So, and then you can't blame her for.
And then you can't blame her for.
If you're in that kind of situation, you handle your feelings. You take care of yourself. If you need to immerse yourself more in your marriage, hang out more with your wife to get rid of whatever that or that feeling is, then do that.
I think professionalism is just really neglected, like in workplace for many people.
Yes.
Like, you like somebody else, please control your emotions. It's not my fault that you like me. I'm trying to get my job done. And so when Adeboye, who thinks that, because he had the whole thread about this, and he was saying about how married woman that spends a long time talking to a married man on the phone, marries something that does this, and we get it. Some people have work husbands and all of that, and work wife. I mean, everybody does that, and if you don't, that's fine too. But point is, he can't just fire her for his own like. Can you take your life back?
Wrong.
Take your life back.
That's wrong. Now, in a situation where she's flirting back or whatever, that's for him to know. He can now do something like put her in another department.
Yes, the same way people toasted each other, communicate.
Yes, communicate. Talk to her, be like, this is going to affect my marriage. I don't want this to affect my marriage. Put her in the, please, I would like to transfer you to this department. Hope you don't mind. You get your same pay. You still be assigned the jobs that you do, but just like you won't be working with me. That's all.
If it's a different country,
but don't fire her.
If it's a different country,
that's sexual harassment.
That this happened, then you will be sued so hard. You will be sued so hard,
and they have money to be sued for.
So it's insane.
It's really.
I can't imagine that I'm working.
It's terrible advice.
And then
if you are going to give terrible advice, don't share it on the internet.
Do it your family.
Okay. Share it in your family and keep it within your family. It's terrible.
Your family.
You can't fire people for liking it. That's terrible.
You can advise people that they should watch themselves and check themselves when they have over interest in their colleagues, but not that they should now. How do you know that she's not the one that is carrying her whole family troubles?
Yes, and feeding her family. No, it's a bad idea. Don't do that.
Or you get a job somewhere else, but at least you ensure that she gets another job to settle the matter. Deal with your conscience.
And your conscience. I have a conscience, okay, people? Anyway, that's all today on that topic. So if you want to know more about how to get out of a sticky situation, she's gonna put the link to our blog below, so you can just click on that and then read widely, more widely on it. Anyway, thanks for listening today.
Thanks for listening, guys.
We had fun talking about this because it's one of those situations that happens to everybody. So if you have any comments about situations like this that have happened to you at workplace,
please drop them in the comments. Yes. And on our social media or on our YouTube, wherever. Yeah. If you know us personally, text us. Okay.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright, bye guys. How fast can you say subscribe in 5 seconds? Subscribe. Subscribe.
I mean, this is I can't even subscribe, guys.